Dan Bissell was born in Bolton, Connecticut in 1769, and when he was like 9 years old, he joined the Continental Army to fight against the British. He was a fifer. He continued in the military, and he served throughout the time, throughout westward expansion, to settle eventually in St. Louis, where he arrived in 1809. Well, this was one of the earliest houses built in the county that's still extant. It dates around 1812, 1819, depending upon when you view the tax records and such. The family stayed here through the early 1960s. So you have a really rare opportunity of one family and one dwelling for almost a 200-year time span. And that's a significant part of American history. You're looking at a place where it's a rural agricultural area. Dan Bissell acquired territory through very different means as a military commander, and he owned pretty much everything from Chambers Road to Parker Road and Belle Fountain to 367, which is a considerable section of land up here in the northern area of the county. So it gives you kind of that slice of the everyday founding father for city of St. Louis and the county area. When you think of history, you think of George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, but it's the men like Daniel Bissell that actually made up the day-to-day things that went on. And it's through his eyes, it's like a lens to see how an average person lived in the military during all that transitional period. It gives you a sense of history that I think we take for granted because it's parochial, it's our history, so we don't feel anyone's really interested. But there are people that come to this location because they know about us and they've read about some of these significant things. And you learn a lot about yourself from others on the outside.